Hey everyone, Steven from Straight Fire Picks. We got best bets for Major League Baseball on Sunday, August 7th, 2022. We're going to have MLB player props, run lines, over-unders, money lines here for you today. We're going to have 3 picks that make a great value bets for this Sunday Major League Baseball slate. As always, just want to thank you all for your continued support here on the channel. If you're new to the channel here today, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We are now on the road to 7,000 subscribers. You guys are absolutely awesome. Reminder here at the channel, guys, that we are partnered with Prize Picks, so be sure to use our code SFP for a 100% deposit match and your first deposit up to $100 on Prize Picks. Really is a great app, guys. They specialize in player props and things of that nature. You can bet just about anything on Prize Picks. You can put multiple picks into an entry to win a lot of money. It really is a lot of fun to use. Like I said, use our code SFP for that 100% deposit match. It's free money, or one of our links that we have down below in the comment section or the description. Be sure to also check out our community Discord page as well. It's also a great place to connect with our community and to get new ideas for bets. We'll also have a link down below in the comment section and description for that. Be sure to also drop your favorite pick down below in the comment section. If you like your pick included in our comment capper section, just be sure to put a star or an asterisk next to your pick, and we'll include your pick in the video if it hits. Okay, now it's time for a shout out to our Straight Fire MVPs. So as always, guys, you see this beautiful list here running beside me of all of our Straight Fire MVPs. We just added a new perk to our Straight Fire MVP program within the last couple weeks, which is that you get access to our picks and our notes early if you're a Straight Fire MVP. Normally I have the picks and the notes posted the night before. Basically whenever I'm done with them, I post them up in the community tab on YouTube for that. So been getting good feedback on that. Hopefully you guys are getting good value out of that perk. You also get a badge next to your name, some custom emojis, roll color in the Discord, and shoutouts in our videos. It's also a great way to support the channel and what we do here at the channel. It's just $3.99 per month. And like I said, it really goes a long way in supporting us here at the channel. So I appreciate all of you guys. Appreciate all of you that signed up. Appreciate all of you guys here at the channel. I really do. This doesn't get done without you guys. So I do appreciate all of you. Okay, now results from the previous episode. So for our comment cappers, we had a bunch of great callouts here. We had Travis Hortman calling the Austin Riley over 1.5 bases. I was able to cash that. I believe that was for the early game. That's where it made sense. It didn't specify, but I assumed it was the early game anyway because it was versus a lefty. And then we had Gotta Get the Bag calling the Pablo Lopez over 5.5 strikeouts. I was also able to cash that. Great call out there from Gotta Get the Bag. We had Abundant Life Sports calling the Angels Mariners NRFI. Was also able to cash that. And then Jimmy Ewing calling the Andrew Heaney under 2.5 earned runs. Was also able to cash that. For our stream results, we got another 2 in one day. We're actually 1 out away from a sweep. So really sad there, guys. We had the Pirates and the Orioles NRFI. 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning. 1 runner on first base. I thought we were going to cash it for sure. And Burbaker gave up back-to-back singles after that. And a run came home. Really sad loss there. That's a tough way to lose. But not a lot we could do about that. I mean, that one just really hurt. But we were able to cash on the Rhys Hoskins over 1.5 bases. He did hit a home run in the first inning, which we love to see that. And we also cashed on the Arizona Diamondbacks minus 0.5 run line in the first 5 innings. They won the first 5 innings 1-0. So that's all we needed. They got it done for us. We love to see it. But we're going to get back after it today, guys. We're going to get this 3-0 today. So let's get right into our picks here. At number 1, we are going with the Houston Astros, Cleveland Guardians, NRFI bet here. No run first inning at minus 110 odds on Bet Rivers. So guys, we got Tristan McKenzie going to the Hills, 7-8 with a 3.38 ERA, 1.00 WHIP, and a 3.32 home ERA. He does have a little bit of a home run problem, but not at home. He actually gives up a lot of home runs on the road. I believe 13 on the road, 5 at home, which isn't all that bad. For 43.1 innings pitched. And overall lately, guys, I really like betting on McKenzie. I bet on McKenzie the last time for a NRFI for him versus the Red Sox, and he came through easily for us. Had a dominant month of July. Cooled off a little bit in his last start, but I expect him to get right back on track here. He's already pitched really good versus this Astros team, going 7 innings pitched, allowing just 1 earned run, and he NRFI'd in that game as well. So he's already seen this lineup and handled them very well. He's 13-6 this season to the NRFI, which is pretty solid, but he's also 5-1 over his last 6 games to the NRFI. So it's pretty solid overall. I like what we're getting here with Tristan McKenzie. On the other side, we got Christian Javier for the Houston Astros, 6-7 with a 3.24 ERA. Again, another low whip here, 1.05 whip, 4.15 road ERA, which isn't the greatest. He did get roughed up in a couple of starts, but he has just allowed just 4 home runs on the road, which I do like seeing that as well. I don't really want pitchers that usually a lot of home runs for NRFI bets, but he's actually been a solid NRFI pitcher this year, 12-4 to the NRFI, including he also NRFI versus the Guardians as well. He's actually got 9 innings pitched versus the Guardians this year, allowing 0 earned runs. So he's actually pitched very well versus the Guardians. Like I said, also NRFing versus them. As far as these two offenses, they could be very dangerous. We kind of know this. Astros are 5th in first inning runs, 6th in first inning runs on the road. Guardians 11th in first inning runs, 12th in first inning runs at home. But the Guardians are the 6th best NRFI hit offense, believe it or not. So usually when they score in the first inning, they score more than 1. That's basically what that means. They just don't do it a lot of times. They're actually 59-47 overall to the NRFI. Their offenses, which is actually, like I said, 6th best. Astros 15th best at 54-54. So that's actually not that bad overall. It's middle of the pack. So these offenses can sound scary, but it's more like, when they score 1, they're more likely to score like 3. It kind of skews the first inning run stats overall. But Astros actually 32-25 to the NRFI as an offense on the road as well, which is pretty solid. Guardians 25-24 at home to the NRFI, which is okay. But overall, I think basically, what I get here from these two offenses is like, hey, they're either going to score 3 or 4, or it's probably going to be a 0. So obviously we're hoping for the 0. It doesn't matter if it's 1 or 3 or 4 when it's a NRFI bet anyway. So love both these pitchers, guys. Love it there for our number 1 pick. We're going Houston Astros, Cleveland Guardians, NRFI bet here. No run first inning at -110 odds on Bet Rivers. Okay, and at number 2, we're going with our boy. I believe this is the 4th time we've bet on him, like within the last 8 or 9 days. Christian Yelich over 1.5 bases here for the Milwaukee Brewers. Odds to be determined. So guys, Yelich rolling in here with a .264 batting average, 29 extra base hits. But over his last 15 games, he's actually hitting 356 and slugging .475. So he's swinging a very hot bat right now. His splits, 251 at home, 263 in daytime games, 262 in versus right-handed pitching. But like I said, over his last 15, 9-6 to this line over his last 15 games, which is pretty solid. 4-4 over his last 8 at home. But what I really like here is more about the matchup with Graham Ashcraft, who is 5-2 with a 4.12 ERA, 1.33 WHIP. But this guy actually doesn't give up a lot of walks, which I actually like that. He's going to make you get hits. He's allowed 17 walks over 74.1 innings pitched. So, the consensus here on Ashcraft is like he's going to throw strikes, he's going to make you get hits, which I like to see that. I don't want walks. They don't help us. And Yelich, he's been just great at hitting pitches in the strike zone lately. He's been, getting a lot of hits lately. He's had 6 2-hit games over his last 10 games. That's actually incredible when you really think about it. He's been absolutely fantastic in that department, really getting it done. But like I said, the big thing is why I really like this. You got Yelich with solid history, also off of Ashcraft as well, 2 for 3. The Reds bullpen is absolutely terrible. They're dead last in bullpen ERA, 30th in bullpen ERA. Ashcraft also struggling a little bit more on the road as well, 4.96 ERA, 279 average allowed, and his day splits are also bad. In day games, he's posting a 6.53 ERA and allowing a 312 batting average as well. Now, I will say this, we did miss our last bet on Christian Yelich. However, he's still 2-1 for us, still with a winning record on Yelich. And he owes us a little bit of redemption after getting ejected last game. One of the reasons why we lost last game on him was he did get ejected. He would have gotten another at bat and had at least a chance. He probably wouldn't have gotten it because I believe it was 0 for 4 at the time, but he was due up to get another at bat and he got ejected. That really hurt. So hopefully that doesn't happen again, but do love it there, guys, for number 2 pick. We're going Christian Yelich over 1.5 bases here for the Milwaukee Brewers. Odds to be determined. Okay, and finally at number 3, we are rolling with the Seattle Mariners. First 5 innings, -0.5 run line here versus the Los Angeles Angels. -110 odds on BetMGM. So, guys, we got Marco Gonzalez here going to the mound for the Mariners. 6-11 with a 3.95 ERA, 1.39 WHIP, 3.55 ERA though at home. He has been slightly better at home. He's also got a 9-3 record with a 3.41 ERA versus the Los Angeles Angels in his career. He's been very good versus this team. And on the other side, you got a very shaky pitcher, Davidson here for the Angels, going 1-2, 6.46 ERA, 1.83 WHIP. He's making his first appearance since the month of May. So hard to expect a lot here out of Davidson. I mean, he could pitch well for sure. You never really know sometimes with these guys, but he doesn't have a lot of big league experience overall. I like Gonzalez here in this matchup as far as getting a slight pitching edge here. And I also like that the Angels really have some big-time struggles versus left-handed pitching as well. Gonzalez is a left-handed pitcher, and the Angels are actually 28th in batting average versus left-handed pitchers. It was a 221 batting average, and 27th in OPS with a 644 OPS. So that's obviously not very good. And the Angels, as we know, also battling injuries with Mike Trout out and Anthony Rendon out. Two very big injuries for them. Davidson here on the other side, also a left-handed pitcher. Mariners 22nd in average versus lefties, but 15th in OPS versus lefties. So that does give us a considerable advantage in that department as far as if you're comparing the two. Now, Julio Rodriguez right now is still out for the Mariners, but Ty France is back. So I think, J-Rod obviously be nice to have him in the lineup for sure, no doubt about it. But at least France is back, and I think this offense can get it done versus a bad pitcher. Honestly, it's a lot of times it is hard to trust the Mariners offense, but I think in this spot, I do think that they can get it done. Overall, guys, I do like backing a team here at home that in general has been on a roll, a 21-8 over the last 29 games. They're taking on a pitcher that is shaky, doesn't have a lot of big league experience. And this team and the Angels right now are very banged up. Obviously, we talked about the injuries there with Rendon and Trout. And then also with the terrible splits that they have versus left-handed pitching, I really like the bet. Particularly with this being the home team. I don't really trust this later on in the game. That's why I'm not taking the run line. I don't like taking -1.5 run lines for the home team usually. I do like the first 5 innings -0.5 run lines in the right spot though, and I think we have a good spot here. Love it there, guys, for number 3 pick. We're going Seattle Mariners, first 5 innings, -0.5 run line here versus the Los Angeles Angels, -110 odds on BetMGM. Okay, guys, that's going to do it for our picks. If you enjoyed the content, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We are on the road to 7,000 subscribers. I'm so accustomed to saying 6 because we were stuck below 6 for so long. But really do appreciate you guys. Hopefully we get a sweep today. We were so close yesterday. It killed me. It really did. Talk about 1 out, right? 1 out, and it's like you had room to work with on that one, and it just didn't happen. And sometimes that's the nature of how it goes, guys. But still had a winning day. It's like back-to-back winning days. We'll take that. Hopefully we can get a sweep here today. Appreciate all of you guys. Let me know what you guys are playing down below. Other than that, that is going to do it for me. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we will catch you all next time. Peace out.